This is the Artesian Spa's Grand Bahama Elite, a brand new 2025 update on Artesian's best-selling Island Spa's hot tub. But are the upgrades worth it? Or are there better options elsewhere across the Artesian Spa's range? In this review, we'll break down the design, dive in and test out the hydrotherapy, explore the unique features and smart tech, plus crunch the numbers on energy efficiency and running costs. Plus stick around for our honest, no-nonsense WhatSpa verdict at the very end. And spoiler alert, this one packs some serious heat. Okay, let's start with the design. And the Grand Bahama Elite has been completely reimagined for 2025. At just over 2.3 meters squared and 91 centimeters tall, it's a big 8-foot spa, even for a 6-seater model. So you'll need a decent sized outdoor space to accommodate that. The Grandwood cabinet has a really clean and contemporary look. Plus, it's maintenance-free and weather-resistant to withstand the joys of the British weather. Colour-wise, this one's in grey, but there are 4 different cabinet colours to choose from. On each of the 4 corners, there's this sleek vertical strip lighting, plus some subtle glow lighting on the base of the corners. Just note, the vertical cabinet lighting is exclusive to the Elite model, but still optional on the luxury and essential versions. For context, Artesian's Island Spas come in 3 different versions. Elite at the top end, then there's Luxury and Essential, that come with fewer standard features, things like fewer jets, pumps and lighting options. Inside the spa, the lighting's equally as impressive. There's this illuminating cascading waterfall, and you've got soft glow lighting built into the air controls, diverters, control panel and even the filter housing. Add those to the backlit foot blaster jets and these big waterline and underwater LEDs, the spa really comes to life, especially after dark. The lighting can also be adjusted in zones, so you can change the colour of the exterior, topside and underwater zones separately. A nice bit of personalisation and good fun for kids. Again, colour-wise, the acrylic shell comes in 8 different options. This one's white, but there's plenty of colour combos to match almost any garden vibe. On the top side, the diverter and air controls have a really nice turning weight to them, and the finer touches like the Artesian branding across the waterfall and pillows give the spa that premium feel. The waterfall is also a definite highlight. The multi-level design is really easy on the eye, and it also doubles up as a skimmer and filter housing. The 2 rear bucket seats also have their own dedicated controls, using Artesian's patented DIRECTFLOW panels, but we'll show you how those work in our hydrotherapy section up next. Now, there aren't any explicit drinks holders, however there are a few flat recessed areas on the acrylic to park any drinks. The flat acrylic design also means it's compatible with an automatic cover system if you want that extra convenience, but even without, the standard weather shield cover is still a solid option. It's available in 3 different colour options, and we'll come back to its heat retention features later on. At the front, you've got this 360-degree turn and press control panel from Gecko. You can flick through all the different controls by turning the dial ring and then simply push to select. So even with wet hands and splashing, there's no impact on responsiveness. The UI is really simple to navigate, and because the panel's angled in towards the inner shell, it's easy to see and use inside the tub. And speaking of controls, let's dive in and check out the hydrotherapy. Okay, time to wet test, and the hydrotherapy experience is really dynamic. There's 64 jets in total, powered by 4 hydrotherapy pumps, 1 3 horsepower and 3 1.5 horsepower. That's a strong jet to pump ratio, and in our testing, the pressure across every seat was powerful and consistent. The big 3 horsepower pump powers the lounger and both middle upright seats, all controlled by this topside diverter, along with the 3 air controls next to each seat. On the Elite model, there's then 3 smaller dedicated pumps for the foot blasters, the reverse molded bucket seat, and the left rear bucket seat. Each of these bucket seats has its own DIRECTFLOW control panel, giving you really granular control of your massage strength. You can turn the jets on or off, adjust the airflow, and even tweak the variable pump speed. Basically like a dimmer switch, but for your massage power. Again, these DIRECTFLOW controls are an Elite exclusive feature, and definitely one of the best systems we've seen for personalising massage pressure. As for the seats themselves, all of them really impressed us. All 5 main seats feature different jet configurations and target different muscle groups, including a reverse molded seat and a full body lounger. The lounger hits your whole body, down from your feet, calves and hamstrings, right up to your upper and lower back with these multi-size spinning helix jets. Lengthwise, the lounger was comfortable for one of our team at 6'2", with a little extra room to spare. If you're taller than that and want to avoid making any expensive mistakes, we strongly recommend wet testing before you buy, ideally from a WhatSpa approved retailer. On the topic of jets, all the jets in the Island Spas range use Artesian's patented helix design. They've been engineered with a unique directional spiral inside the cylinder, which creates this twisting and pulsating flow that you can really feel get deep into the tissue. There's about 5 different sizes and styles of helix jets across the spa. The bigger Pro Helix jets blast high volume flow to major muscle groups like your thighs and back. The mid-size fairer helix jets target smaller spots like your shoulders, hamstrings and calves, and clusters of smaller AccuHelix jets zero in on broader areas like your entire back. Moving to the rear bucket seat, this gives you wide wraparound coverage across your back, plus jets for your hamstrings and calves. You can also add the optional pillow fall, which gently trickles warm water down your neck and shoulders. Definitely relaxing, but just note this is an upgrade. The reverse molded bucket seat on the other side has these angled neck collar jets, 6 medium-sized jets across your back, plus a couple of hip and wrist jets on the raised armrests. On the Elite model, all 4 rear seats are positioned within reach of these 2 big foot blaster jets, which, when powered by their own dedicated pump, shift a big volume of water around your feet. It's also nice that both middle upright seats give a full and powerful back massage, so the Grand Bahama can genuinely deliver a quality hydrotherapy experience for 5 to 6 people at once. The left middle seat gives you a strong mid-back focus massage, whilst the rear middle seat gives you a deeper tissue lumbar massage across your lower back. Comfort-wise, all of the seating is wide and well spaced, and although it's quite an immersive depth of 91 centimeters, there's a good mix of multi-level seating that makes it suitable for mixed height families. The 2 headrests aren't adjustable and are a little bit firmer than others we've tried, but that's a trade-off, given the closed-cell foam material that helps prevent water absorption and cracking. Even for an 8-foot hot tub, the footwell in the Grand Bahama is seriously spacious, with plenty of room to relax and stretch, even with a full house inside. That said, one downside of the generous footwell is that shorter bathers might struggle to comfortably reach the foot blaster jets. Again, always worth wet testing before you commit. Accessibility-wise, the cool-down seat also doubles up as a wide double entry step for easier getting in and out. But just bear in mind, there aren't any built-in handrails for extra support. All in all, the Grand Bahama Elite delivers great massage variety, precise control, and a thoughtful multi-level layout. So it's definitely a suitable fit for both younger and more mature families. That said, if you'd prefer an all-seat layout without the lounger and a more sociable vibe, we'd also recommend checking out the Grand Cayman Elite. Before we show you all the smart tech features, don't forget, if you want expert hot tub buying advice and to see all of our 50 WhatSpa Best Buy Award winners this year, grab your free copy of WhatSpa magazine down below. Okay, let's check out the tech, and we've got to start with WaterLab, Gecko's new inline water monitoring system. It's designed to take the guesswork out of water testing by continuously measuring the water's temperature, pH levels, and ORP. That's oxidation reduction potential. I'll save you the science lesson, but pH and ORP are reliable indicators of how safe and sanitary the water is. So this tech means that you won't need to mess around with test strips. WaterLab is an optional upgrade on the Island Spas range and comes bundled with Gecko's latest Wi-Fi module, which then links directly with the Gecko app. Once connected, the WaterLab system automatically feeds your water readings to your phone, giving you clear step-by-step instructions whenever the water needs adjusting. You can even scan the barcode of the chemicals you're using for more specific dosing instructions, which for first-time owners is a great peace of mind. The app also gives you remote control over things like jets and water temperature, but we were more impressed with the built-in energy-saving modes that you can align with your users' patterns. Say you usually prefer an evening soak, you can easily save money by switching to low-power heating modes during peak rate daytime hours. Turning back to water care, the Grand Bahama Elite can also be upgraded with an ozone generator, Artesian's patented UVC system, and the popular Froggy sanitising system for ease of maintenance. The ozone and UVC systems work together to break down body contaminants like sweat, oils and makeup before it reaches your sanitizer, reducing your overall chlorine or bromine use. As for the Froggy system, it's a popular mineral and chlorine-based sanitizer built right into the tub itself. It uses a patented time-release system to maintain a consistently low level of chlorine in the water, instead of yo-yoing chemical doses up and down. In plain English, it uses about 75% less chlorine, only needs shocking once a month, and doesn't give off that strong chlorine smell that you sometimes get. It's a handy, low-maintenance sanitizer option, but do bear in mind that the mineral and chlorine cartridges do need replacing once a month. Filtration-wise, the Grand Bahama Elite also comes standard with Artesian's 24/7 circulation pump. It quietly moves 113 litres of water per minute through the spa's filter, all whilst using as little as 0.4 to 0.6 amps of power. This means the entire water volume is circulated more than 100 times a day, all filtered through this single 75 square foot filter, which again will typically need replacing once a year. And for the music lovers wondering about a sound system, unfortunately this isn't standard. However, you can upgrade to a Bluetooth sound system with subwoofer for wireless audio. All in all, the smart tech and upgrade options on the Grand Bahama Elite are seriously impressive. But with so many customizations on the table, let's break down what it's actually going to cost. As you've probably guessed, this tub is a top tier outfit, coming in at a recommended retail price just shy of 18 grand here in the UK. If you want the full shebang with extra tech features like WaterLab, the Bluetooth sound system, or a mix of water care upgrades, those are additional costs worth considering. Now, of course, that isn't cheap, but considering the size, hydrotherapy spec, and smart tech options available, in our view, that price is fair. Not only that, Artesian spas have been manufacturing quality hot tubs and swim spas in Las Vegas for more than 30 years now, with over 250 dealerships worldwide. Given that reputation, the Grand Bahama Elite is backed by a strong warranty with 12 years on shell structure, 5 years on shell surface, and 2 years on parts, plumbing, and labour. Also, don't forget, if you want to see how the Grand Bahama Elite stacks up against our other Best Buy award-winning hot tubs across a range of price points, you can order your completely free copy of WhatSpa magazine down below. Right, let's talk energy efficiency, and the Island Spas range is certified and quality assured by the California Energy Commission, which is a great start. Their independent data shows that the Grand Bahama Elite uses just over 5.6 kilowatt hours of electricity per day at 38 degrees standby. Using the latest UK energy price cap rates, that's a daily electrical cost of just £1.46, which is literally less than my daily caramel macchiato. Now, this daily cost will of course creep up, depending on usage patterns, but for a big 8-foot spa with 5 pumps, it's still impressive efficiency. Plus, if you want to slash those running costs even further, all of Artesian's new island spas come heat pump compatible. Insulation-wise, the Island Spas Elite models use a full foam insulation system. Fully foamed hot tubs are fantastic for retaining heat, keeping pump noise down, and also protecting the plumbing from movement and vibration. Now yes, tracking a leak in a full foam can be trickier for your technician, but the energy saving definitely outweighs the hassle. As for the build, the spa frame is made from pressure-treated timber that's mounted on an ABS thermoplastic base, a solid waterproof and weather-resistant foundation. All the timber is FSC certified, meaning it's been responsibly sourced from sustainable managed forests. A renewable, low-carbon choice we're always glad to see. Circling back to the cover, it's 4 inches thick in the middle, tapered to 2.5 to help with water runoff. Plus has this tight hinge seal to help prevent heat loss. There are 4 locking clips for safety, plus this long skirting helps to protect the acrylic from the elements. If you're worried about hot tub energy costs and want the latest advice on heat pumps and energy efficiency, you can order this year's free copy of WhatSpa magazine by using the link below. So, what's the final verdict? After testing it thoroughly, it's easy to see why the Grand Bahama Elite is one of Artesian's best-selling models. If you're after a big, spacious 6-seater spa with elite hydrotherapy performance, strong energy credentials, and quality smart tech options, you'd struggle to go wrong here. The new design and lighting feels classy and modern, and the layout and multi-level seating are great for younger and mature families alike. The patented hydrotherapy features like DIRECTFLOW and Helix Jet technology give you real control over your massage, and the tech upgrades like WaterLab and Frog at Ease will make any maintenance and water care dead easy. Of course, there are a few trade-offs. Its size means you'll need a good amount of garden space. The foot blasters might be hard to reach for shorter babies, and some often standard features like the ozone, UVC and the Bluetooth sound system are all upgrades. So the price can climb up quickly if you want it all. But if you're after cutting-edge hydrotherapy, long-term energy efficiency and family-friendly design, the Elite Grand Bahama is a definite buy. Which is why it's a 6-time Best Buy Award winner with us here at WhatSpa over the last decades. Also, huge thank you to Artesian Spas UK, not just for hosting us at their Doncaster showroom for this review, but also proudly supporting our 2025 Grand Tour Charity Bike Challenge for Teenage Cancer Trust. You'll find links to their site down in the description, along with all the donation info if you'd like to get involved. And if you're still comparing hot tubs or just starting your spa buying journey, don't hesitate to order your free 2025 copy of WhatSpa magazine at whatspa.co.uk.